Hey, welcome back to Avowed. We are back from being dead. We were assassinated in the last episode, and we made it back from our fungi goddess, whoever it was, brought us back to life. So now we are in the process. I think we should go, before we do any side quests, I want to do this one, untimely end. Before you could deliver your missive from the Emperor, a mysterious assailant attacked you in the streets of Paradise. You died, yet you lived. With this new lease on life, the time has come to track down the assassin and unravel the mystery of your survival. So we have two things to do. We have to report to the ambassador, check in on Lord Valson Hilgard at the Aedyr embassy. We're going to climb the stairs outside of the clinic and take the main road west. And then we're going to find the local watcher who can give us some insight to our experience of dying, who can be found in the hills outside of the easternmost gate of Paradise. All right, so let's get that done. I do want to heal up a little bit. Should not have a. Let's see, where's my food? I'll get some food. I don't have many potions, so we'll need to. Let's eat some rock snout loin. Sounds good. So that should give us a little bit of health. I do not know why that looks like that. Looks weird, doesn't it? Did it? That looks really strange though. It looks like it's jittery. Why does it look so jittery? I did not have this in the last. I can't tell they updated the game. I have no idea what's causing that. Motion blur's down. Is it the ray tracing? I think, let me try to turn that off. Let's see if that helps. Yep. It helps a little bit. I don't know why it was doing that. That was really strange. I don't know. Okay, so let's head out. We're gonna take the Merc Brew.
Hey! I had a dream about you.
Oh, okay.
In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Inside what? Well, thank you. That was very positive of you to just say to me. Even though I'm some sort of weird mushroom head. Friendly warning. Do whatever it takes to bring back the envoy. I know you used to be an animancer, and if you still have any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety, a friend. Oh. I wonder who sent that. Letter from Fiormez in Iverno? Liviana. Emerald Stair is not the same without you. My animancers are in desperate need of guidance. I understand why you left, but your talents are wasted in that nest of vipers. When you've had enough of healing the body, come back to us and work on healing the soul. Ignacy Vidaro, Governor of Fiormez Iverno. Okay. So let's see what we can buff here. still get some screen tear. I'm not sure how well optimized this game is. Sometimes I think DLSS is not all it's cracked up to be. There's a book over here. Let's grab that. Forging notes. I've compared our local herbs to the same imported from Aedyr. If my findings are accurate, then everything that grows in the living lands is more potent. Everything. Cures as well as poisons. Of course, all the ingredients grow in the deadliest parts of the jungle, so, maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics just to see what happens. Or maybe I should contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. Alright, let's talk with Viviana.
Any injuries I should know about? No?
You used to be an animancer?
That was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul.
So how's your business here?
You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
What do you have for sale? I don't have that much money, so probably shouldn't buy too much. Okay. Thank you. It was kind of weird she wasn't blinking. Okay, so... Alright, that's gonna drive me nuts. Sorry about this, I don't know what happened. Look, everything got reset on the desync. Let's see if that helps. Oops. Yep, okay. Oh boy. Oh, nice hole in the wall. So this is what happens when I start exploring. Oh, nothing here anyway. Huh. Kind of weird, it's just a hole in the wall. So I'm probably going to play around with the bow for a little while longer, and then I may abandon it. I'm not liking the way the bow works in this game. It feels... I don't know. I don't know, it just feels awkwardly or something. It's also weird that you can just steal anything that you want here. But you know, whatever. I didn't have a lot of expectations for this game. Oh, we have to go here, right? Did it say the left or the right? I thought it said the left. Oh, I hear some chimes that says treasures nearby. Oops.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives?
Maybe. What you got?
So, you're that godlike, the Aedyr envoy.
Give it away.
You're
The
the one
fungus
who
on my
saved
face.
the ambassador from the Strangleroot, right?
Ooh, yes. You clearly would like something from me. So, what do you want?
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Aedyrians, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
Sounds like a setup.
I know this is strange, but they're in a rough situation and Well, to be honest, they helped me out a while back when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Can you explain to me how you know these people?
A fair request. I was an animancer in Fjord, just through the mountains in Emerald Stair. A lot of Valian animancers came to Fjord to experiment without the restrictions that come from noble patronage. Well, it turned out my high-minded theories were more explosive than I had calculated. I washed out, disgraced.
Oh dear.
Then I left Emerald Stair and I lost myself in a bottle at the Grinning Balrog. Lovefled and Gladwine pulled me out of it.
Okay. So tell me about your friends.
Galarde. Lovefled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Aedyrans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then you'd struggle to find an Aedyran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
Just continue.
Anyway, with all these Aedyrans coming in, Lovefled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back.
I got
They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Okay, so...
Aedyrans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Aedyr.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
So... what am I supposed to help you with?
But you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight.
Really?
It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Aedyran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Yeah, it is.
Agrasima.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. If I gotta go out there
Many
anyway.
thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork.
So why hasn't he?
I don't know. That's the problem. Mako and I had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes.
Oh, noted.
Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Where are we going now? Okay, so we're in the right district. Oh, let's go break up some boxes, because why not? Oh, there's nothing in here. Thank God there's no, equipment, disintegration. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Repair. We don't have to repair equipment after you use it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Of course there's nothing in these. Probably should just look for the yellow highlight. Okay, so the ambassador should be around here somewhere. Probably can get up there somehow. Oh. Okay, I don't know why I thought I was dashing, but you know, whatever. Ooh, graffiti. Oh, I see. You can go down through there. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's go see the ambassador. Oh.
You died? But you're here? Gods, am I glad to see you?
Oh, hello, Garrick.
None of the clerks believe my story.
What story is that?
You've got some god looking out for you.
Sure. Okay. I guess he's not going to say anything more. The Cartographers Guild, Volume 1. Long has the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens of Aedyr. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the empire. Whether to direct travelers throughout the expanse that is Aedyr, guide ship captains on their voyages throughout Eora, or simply adorn the walls of the aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographers Guild is behind the creation of every one of these works of art. For over 2 centuries since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, we worked and labored to keep all the Empire and her colonies supplied with the accurate, high-quality maps. God willing, we will continue to do so for centuries yet to come. Awesome. Okay, there's another book over here. Excuse me, gentlemen. Oh, God, lots of books. I'm not going to read all that. It's just history, okay? Or lore, as this case may be. Aedyr Customs. More lore. Lots of lore. Okay, we're just going to add it. Contrary letter. Ambassador Hilgard. I have maintained order in Paradise for many years. I know the city. When there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you have allowed the steel garrote to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Cladringer Edmund. Is that the guy that died? Okay. Whoops. Let's pick up some of this stuff. Tane's diary. Dear diary. Here I am in the living lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colorful, also the most flavorful, according to these mushrooms, and mushrooms seldom lie. Before I forget, I promised Bikarna I bring back a souvenir. There's a rumor of a fallen star in Emerald Stair. Could be a nice addition to her collection. Messages scribbled on the inside cover. If found, please return to Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Okay. Steel Garrote. Report. We found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe conferred the handwriting matches the signature found on scrolls of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Be advised that Tane is in the living lands. As a member of the Circle of the Archmagi, he has license to go anywhere he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, and no one is to engage him. Tane is either a harmless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive, and we simply can't take that chance. Okay. Hello. Alright, looks like we got more stuff. Alright, and here is our ambassador. Oh, who are you?
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Boy.
Tej.
I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
You two know each other?
I wouldn't say that. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Please say more.
It's nothing like that. You run into all sorts of characters around here, is all. Some more polite than others.
I think there's more to the story here.
Well, Kai? Come on, it's funny.
Uh-oh.
Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballot Rock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Oh.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to know that.
Well, I'm no stranger to gut rot. Out in the field, you don't always get to pick your water source.
Yeah, but now you'll never think of Tej the same way again, will you? And now he'll never think of you the same way either.
Let's not make more of it than it was. I shouldn't have said anything.
Did you really try to kill someone?
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
It was over a dice game, right? Tej here has a gambling problem.
Great. Let's air all my troubles. Is there anything else?
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Thank you. Was there anything I could help you with, envoy?
Yeah, I've had enough of that conversation. Can you answer a few questions for me?
Naturally, Mom. How can I help you?
The Emperor didn't have much time to brief me on the living lands. What do I need to know?
There's a lot of ground to cover. Could you be more specific?
Who's in power?
There is no singular authority in the living lands.
Not yet, anyway.
I shudder to think what the living lands would look like under your rule.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot more brothels.
Charming. Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships scattered across the island. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly as Paradise.
That's good to know.
Of course.
I've been hearing a lot about this Inquisitor Lodwin. Can you tell me more?
Consider yourself lucky. Inquisitor Ludwine is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where she died.
She's a death guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodica wasn't done with her yet.
What was she like before she became a death guard?
I only met her once. She was a mid-level member of the Steel Garrote then, chasing oathbreakers who'd fled Aedyr law. She'd come back to the Imperial Archives to borrow a map to a place called Oathbinder's Sanctum. I remember she was furious because the map was quite poor. She worried about finding the place, about properly executing her duty to her god. She wanted, I think, to do a good job. So, while clearly she has changed, in some sense, I'd say she's much the same.
What do you know about the Steel Garrote?
Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Aedyr, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradise?
Since the events in the Deathfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodica. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodica's priests, or Wodica herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The living lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say.
I've never encountered an actual death guard. I thought they were figures from old stories.
Death guards are surpassingly rare. Some of the secretaries who traveled without dignitaries in the Deadfire spoke of one named Aedyr, a devotee of Berith, who guards the hanging sepulchres there. But I've heard of no others except those I've read about in the histories, or, as you say, in stories. They are people, most often paladins or priests, so devoted to a cause that they simply refuse to pass on to the wheel when they die. Their soul haunts their body. The passion required to sustain them devours their flesh, and they swiftly turn to bone. I've never read a history nor tale of a death guard that did not end with them going quite mad.
Right.
When they lose their capacity to care for anything but their cause, they cannot love. And when they cannot love, they cannot be merciful. And so everything before them becomes only an obstacle.
Boudica, the goddess of vengeance, is Ludwin's chosen a challenging patron.
Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Boudica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Boudica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again.
Right.
Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free.
Okay.
By all means.
Let's see what else is there. I was told to meet with a watcher, but I don't know anything about them. What can you tell me?
I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city.
Yep.
She is a liar and a thief.
Okay.
Oh, did you take your money?
No. Anyway, watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls. The soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between. In either case, interacting with a soul allows a watcher to glimpse a person's past lives or their most deeply buried memories. Watchers are incredibly rare, and in Aedyr, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn.
What happens to watchers in Aedyr?
The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know. Of the ones that are public, little is concretely known. But we hear things. They make good judges in Boudica's courts, so long as they're controlled. The lords, it's rumored, buy and sell them to collect blackmail on their enemies.
Whoa.
But I suspect many watchers are imprisoned or executed, or simply kill themselves.
Okay, well, I'll come back later and do this.
I'm an open book.
You're the ambassador's secretary. What's he like?
Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the claviger far more than he lets on.
Well,
And without the
gone.
claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail water from the sinking ship that is Paradise.
Ooh, that doesn't
Claviger
sound-
Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me.
Okay. You don't want his job?
Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy.
What's he like when he's not working?
He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does. Of course. Should you ever need me, I will be here.
Okay,
Safe
thank
travels, Envoy.
Okay, let's go talk with the ambassador.
Envoy, is it really you?
Sure.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Good lord. Fine. Who killed me?
Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of commission, perhaps?
Here you go.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Aedyr Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
I guess we'll go with this one. His Majesty is concerned with the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Dream Scourge.
With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
And I also found an arrow in my gut.
Trust me, we'll get to that.
Okay.
This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Assuming that it's not already here.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction.
From what?
She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
And you're not?
At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately.
True.
Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Why go after me? I just got here.
All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes.
Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisen rebels must face justice.
Well, the Dream Scourge is my top priority.
True. But you can't investigate the Dream Scourge if you're dead.
I'm not
Not
dead
many
now.
get a chance to solve their own murder, you know.
Great.
I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just
Okay.
take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
Okay. Well, a local expert is exactly what we need.
Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Okay.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
Liviana suggested I visit a watcher.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
We probably know by now. I'm alive. But you know what? I always do.
Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Okay. I guess we're gonna find... wait a minute. I see some blue shiny things. Let's pick these up. Ambassador Hilgard's journal. I must admit, it is proving impossible to build diplomatic relations. The locals have a natural distrust of outsiders, and we have nothing they want. Inquisitor Lodwyn believes that time and pressure will prevail. Would that I shared her confidence. Lodwyn. Under her gaze, I feel scrutinized down to the bone, picked apart like carrion, and stared through by a pair of cold, motionless eyes that have glimpsed too far beyond the veil, reducing me to some depraved pilgrim who prays only for her ossified claws to work their way under my skin, liberating me from this pathetic envelope until at last we are bound together as a skeletal pair, limbs intertwined not as two beings but as one. There's no shame in being attracted to power. Nevertheless, I must keep such feelings to myself, lest they be met with revulsion or enthusiasm. That was a really long sentence paragraph. Yeah, not well written. Okay, anyway. Let's see. A letter to the Inquisitor. Inquisitor? I have been in Emerald Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicions. The people of the Fior Mez Inverno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Vodka. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically, they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice our eager hands tightening the garrow. We await your order, your friend in the forest. Okay. Here's another book. Okay, it's a lore book. We'll just add that to our reading pile for later. Did I get this one? Unsent letter. Claviger Edmund. I know the blighting of the strangle root is cause for concern, but I must strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from Fior Mez Inverno. We cannot endorse the blasphemous trade of animancy, which much less welcome it to our dinner tables. The ambassador. Alright, let's go find Marius. Who is...
Wish that sawbones would hurry up. I gotta get back to him. No one else is coming to help.
Oh, hello.
Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder. and I might have broken some ribs.
Oh. Do you need me to find you a healer? I just met one, Liviana.
Is that the lady who brought you back from the dead?
Yep.
Teach, the ambassador's secretary. He told me you got sniped the second you walked through the gate. Thwack! I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about getting off on the wrong foot. Anyway, don't worry about me. Sawbones is going to escort me to the clinic any minute. And I'm not exactly in a hurry to see him.
Okay.
Not until I get help from my brother.
If Aedyr's medics are anything like Rawatai's, we'll hear your screams from 3 blocks away.
Oh, good. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone.
So, you look like a bear tried to have you for lunch. What happened?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
Well, I can move faster than embassy soldiers. Where's your team now?
They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind.
Okay.
We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Okay. Well, reported. I'll see your people reported safely. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do something. Who are these pilgrims you mentioned?
Well, I gather they were folks who worshipped Aethys. And they'd come to this temple from all over the living lands to pray, or be healed, or to ask forgiveness. But Aethys isn't too popular these days, so...
So, most people don't go there anymore.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Anything else I should know?
We went there to talk to a man the locals call the Oracle. He's a godlike of Aethys, if you can believe it. The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Aethys. A part of the god's titan body.
Oh.
This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll go see your people safely returned.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him.
Yeah,
You'll
no
probably
worries.
find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is.
Okay.
Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Yep, no problem. Okay. So we're racking up side quests. That's fun. Alright, let's go see if we can find our new member. And then we'll find the Watcher. Alright, so we're going back down here. The underbelly. Okay, so now we're going over here.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Balrog.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
Oh, we're going down. This will pick up. Oh, that's a lot of flies hanging around. Ooh. Alright. Wow. This is a dive. Okay. Is this where we're going?
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore.
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Aedyr.
Uh-oh. Excuse me, gentlemen?
Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Aedyr Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasapt Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Ooh. Well, your friend looks like he has this well under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
Right?
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it.
Oh,
Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Widow's Kiss is a powerful venom, but it's only deadly if injected.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
You'll survive, as long as you run away. Ow.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
Pretty funny.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
That's pretty funny. Oh, hello, Mally. Who
You'll
are you?
be okay. Just get it all out, Colburn.
Excuse me, Marius. That was pretty funny.
Well, that was something.
Wasn't it?
Marius, this is the infamous Aedyran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
So what just happened? Widow's Kiss is only harmful if it's injected.
You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a Nimdut, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Aedyr must be rough.
I'd suggest use Hangman's Tear next time.
Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Yep, Purdue. Exactly. Do you know how we could find them?
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Okay. Well, we already know that they're from Paradise.
Then they wouldn't need much of a reason to go after an Aedyran official. Plenty of stale water there. Still, it's dangerous to make assumptions based on stereotypes.
Okay.
We need more of a trail to go on. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Okay, so we have a new companion who has binding roots for abilities and something called Hunter's Sense. Scan for enemies, loots, and plants. Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, we have one ability point. Attribute point. Who has the attribute point? Okay, let's put, I'm wondering if I should put something into damage. Maybe that would help me feel like I'm actually doing damage. I think resolve's fine. So either perception or might. Let's go with might. Okay, confirm. And abilities. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Oh, let's do our companions. Maurice has 2. I think is what it looks like. So he has Binding Roots, Heart Seeker, Shadow Step, Wounding Shots. The Heart Seeker's a piercing shot always hits its mark, passing through any obstacles in its path. Shadow Step, Marius vanishes into a cloud of smoke, reappears near an enemy and slashes them with his daggers. Ooh, repeats this up to 3 times. Oh, I like that one. Marius attacks deal bleed accumulation. Well, let's go with these 2. I like those 2. Yep. And yeah, let's go with those. Okay, Kai's done. Let's see, do I have anything to... What's this? Oh, heal. That's right. Heals and 3/5s. Let's see. I have 1 point. I'm going to point into evasive right now. And figure out the, yep, I think that's fine. Okay, investigate the scene of the crime. Which is over here. Where's up the back door? Oh, I got some, ooh, I went down here. Is there anything in here to check out? Doesn't look like it. Oh, patron. Hello, patron.
Don't get many Aedyrians in here.
Okay.
Ease off, stranger.
Okay. Well, whatever. Just gonna wander around. Okay, so let's go trek back to where we started. Oh. Look, that guy. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Someone... Who killed him?
Nothing to see here, envoy. The situation's under control.
Really? Well, apparently. Do you need anything from me?
You can help us clean up these streets. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
This comes naturally to you? Were you raised in Gallowayne's tusks?
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I assume you do too.
No, this would do if we just did this.
Maybe you're not convinced. Give it time. You'll come around.
That's just a neutral option.
Sounds like someone wants to hear she made the right choice.
Don't think too hard. That guard obviously hasn't.
Paradise is getting more dangerous by the hour.
Okay, let's go back here. It looks like we should go talk to our companions. How do we get out of here? I guess we're going up and around, maybe? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, one over here. They had to have hit me from probably up there, I imagine. That's the highest place. Alright, let's go back here.
Envoy, I've got a situation over here.
You?
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
Okay.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I wasn't about to let a few assassins keep me down.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
Okay. Well, I can lend an extra pair of hands. Oops. Grenade. Well, I found a couple grenades.
Find anything?
Grenades?
I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Sorry. Alright, let's see if we can get by without any more interruptions. Okay. Yep,
Right
there's
here.
my blood.
This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Okay. I'm up for some jumping. I'm assuming we can try from here. That looks the most obvious. That's where I was before anyway.
Here, by the graffiti. You can reach the roofs from here.
Oh, good. I kind of knew that. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go around here. Really? Can we reach the roofs from here? Let's see a ladder to get up there.
With any luck, the assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead.
Oh. Well, here's a bow. Okay, this isn't the right way, I don't think. Alright, let's let's just check this out over here.
You, wouldn't think behind the embassy spiders. But there you go. Nice!
Well.
Take a moment, people.
Okay. Okay, so we need to find a way over here. Nice. More mushrooms. Let's see. Let's see if we can get up here. These ladder thingies. Okay, let's see. Look like we can get up here, does it? Oh, I opened it this. Oh, here's a ladder. Alright, there we go. I do like the parkour here. It's pretty cool. Okay. Continue up. And around. Let's see. There's a ladder. Oh, backpack. Blackwing gloves. Ooh. Unique clothing. Nice. What are those two? Critical hit chance. That is cool. Alright, we're gonna add that. Lesser annihilation. And plus 10% critical damage. Yeah. We're gonna definitely go with that. Nice. Okay, so we still got a ways to go up.
Over here. Look. Envoy, I've got something.
Okay. Can you move? There we go. Alright, what you got there, boo? Flask of poison. The flask is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Well, the assassin was ready for me. I wonder what that tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. find your killers.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way there and bring in when I get there.